Hello. Good to see you.
All right there, Revenants. Welcome back to Code Vein in the Road to 100, where today, for the Black Greatsword, we're going to be running the Lightning version, and we have Lightning buff as well. So when we take a bunch of damage, we get focused faster, which means that we get 10% increase to our lightning damage every time we get focused here with Lightning buff. Which then, as we strike with our weapon, we will use our focus gauge, we'll continue getting slapped, and we'll get focused again. So we'll probably have a lightning buff most of our time here in the Cathedral, which is great because it's like a free sort of 10% increase to our damage. So let's go ahead and just jump right into getting through here, because we got invasions to do, we got a long way to run, so on and so forth. And we're going to be running Hades here, and we're going to also have pretty good stamina as compared to what you saw yesterday in the Howling Pit. Here we will have a much better time of going for the different attacks and such versus these different enemies and things, because we will be having a very good amount of backstab damage. We will also have a very good amount of actual weapon damage. We won't have any kind of status debuffs to worry about or anything. This guy's behind us here. So that is something that will be interesting to see, but we will still have a fairly decent amount of iCore recovery overall. But the awesome thing is that we will have huge amounts of damage all the time. And if we can get Cleansing Light going here, that would be great. And let's go ahead and get into it. And so where we had like 211 stamina yesterday, today we have on the order of 300. So it's very good. And you can see there, we took that hit, no problem. I probably should have parried that, but that's okay. And as we get our charge attack here going, there we go, and we'll kill her. So now we are focused, so we have 10% increase to our lightning damage. So we'll go ahead and knock her down so we can get a charge attack on her. Very good. Okay, and Eo's getting slammed pretty hard there. Okay. And knock the monkey down, as always. Good. Good. Okay. Okay, I probably should have gone for a Legion Punisher there, but that's okay. Good. Eo is doing lightning damage now, as am I. Good. Let's go for a Legion Punisher and destroy her. Good. And let's go for a charge attack, because they'll run right into it. Yep. There we go, we got a backstab now. Okay, Cleansing Light is almost ending here. So let's go for a charge attack here. I'll hit anybody behind us there. Good. Okay. I don't know where Io went. Oh, she's dead. Okay. That is really too bad. Okay, and we are dead as well. Excellent. But we killed the two enemies there that I didn't think we would, but yeah, we do have a huge amount of damage that we can do. It's just all very slow. And it's unfortunate there that we got a backstab when we did, because we would have been able to save Io, and she would have been able to pop us up after that. But because of the amount of damage that we get on backstabs as well, that is a very important part to our damage output. Okay, and you can see here that, yeah, our sword attacks do very well, but watch these numbers. So almost 6,000 damage, and this lady resists 25% pierce, so that's very good. She has a 0% crush resist, which is really good for us, because we have a crush sword, obviously, and we don't want to be getting inhibited at any point, but that's okay. I don't think we'll really have too many inhibit problems here, but we'll see how the invasion goes this time. Let's go ahead and pick up our haze here, and we'll go for Cleansing Light at first. Now Royal Heart is doing good work here, that if we do get hit, we are not getting slowed almost barely at all. Okay, we got monkey, so let's go for a charge. Oh, whoops, we missed. Okay, good. Everybody is falling by the wayside here. Okay, good. Oh, nice job, Io. Let's go for a charge attack. Okay, and let's go for another one. Okay. Interesting. Let's go for this lady. Oh, whoops. Okay, let's just go for a launch now since we have that increased damage now, which is very, very nice. Okay, we'll go for another launch then. 7,800 almost damage there. Very, very nice. Io, have some damage. Okay, and let's go over here. Ouch. Okay. And let's go for a charge attack. Good, and that'll stagger them, and we can go for another one here. Oops. Okay, and let's launch. There we go. Okay, good enough. Alright, maybe a backstab here, good. And we're gonna need to go and heal here. Good job. Io is going to get a launch attack there. That's very, very nice. Okay, cleansing light, go, and Io's going for all those launch attacks, which is great. Let's go for a charge attack here and mess some people up. Okay. Oh, ouch. Oh, our friendly, wonderful friend is here. Okay. And we'll go for a knockdown, maybe? Nope. Okay, good job. Okay, there we go. Invasion done. Definitely got kind of weirded, cornered out on the first attempt there. But you can see that with the launch attacks and getting damaged, you can get focused pretty quickly. And that increases your damage. You know, that 10% is very, very good. But the cool thing about it is that because you are doing lightning damage, you're always going to proc the lightning weakness on all these enemies, which is very, very good to do. So even if you increase your lightning damage 1%, it does make... whoops, okay. I got the I got the attack there, the parry there, very, very wrong, but that's okay. And see, we got an extra 10% on our lightning value there, and so we are able to be up pretty high. So we're at 70 right now. We would be able to be at 80, which translates to let's see, 35, and 5 is 40, and so it's a 50% increase to our lightning value. And so that's why having those active is very, 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 very good. Okay, and there I was not worried about going through the full combo of the sword because we hit her like twice, and so the third attack is a stagger attack. So keep that in mind as well. Okay, let's go ahead and heal up. Alright, and let's go ahead and heal one more. Very, very good. We got a parry there to start things out, which means that we can go for a Legion Punisher here. Finish her out very, very well. Okay. And these are pretty easy to parry with an Ivy or with a Thorn Veil because of how big the defense radius is. I know it looks like it's only in front of you, but it's actually like a cone where the parry window is for a Thorn Veil, and it's very, very, very forgiving because they can hit over your head and still activate the parry window even after the flash happens on your character. So it's very, very forgiving.
Such a complex
All
design.
right.
Is it to keep out invaders?
Yeah, we are keeping out all the invaders, Io, because Aurora built this to make everybody crazy, and she absolutely succeeded. Okay, and we'll run around this way first, and then we'll sleep at the missile when the door opens up, because it takes a while to open anyways. So we'll just take advantage of that.
I was
But
looking at
with what we
something.
have here, we have the 30% increase to our backstab values from Sharpened Fangs. It does not affect our charge drains or our launch attacks, which is unfortunate. That's where the other two drain gifts come into play, is for launches and charge drains. So right now we are only running for backstabs, so keep that in mind as well. All right, now here obviously we have these ladies, which are weak to ice. Now they do have a fairly okay weakness to lightning, but it's nothing like it's 30% ice weakness and it's 10% lightning weakness. So even though they
It's
are
wise
weak
to
to
be
lightning,
prepared.
it's nothing like ice. So even though we can build up a pretty substantial amount of lightning damage, what we're going for now is good enough. Okay. Now we should be able to kill this lady before the other one comes over. Okay, good. And so now this one's here. Okay. And this enemy absolutely can wreck us very, very hard. Okay, but fortunately we got super lucky there, and she missed all of her attacks over top of us, which is very, very strange that even happened. So good for us, bad for them. And the reason we're going for a Pierce Veil is because we have Crush in our weapon, and we have Pierce in our weapon. And there you see Royal Heart doing really good work to keep us going through the defense of our weapon attack there, our weapon gift. We were able to get Legion Punisher to continue the full round of attacks instead of getting staggered through that and not being able to actually finish the combo. So that is very, very nice for Royal Heart to do that for us.
I sense a hostile presence.
It is a hostile presence. You are very, very right, Eel. Okay. Yes, that's fine. Go ahead and do your shield. We'll get rid of that real quick. Okay. And we'll just go ahead and get some basic Ichor here. Okay. Never mind. We'll go for a launch attack, and since we are focused now, we can take advantage of our wonderful 10% increase from lightning buff. So that's not really like a piece of damage that you're supposed to be relying on. It is more or less of a kind of panic button that, hey, when I'm in a focused state, that means something bad probably happened, and this way I can actually, oops, I didn't get the parry off in time, but then it will increase your damage and it'll allow you a good amount of a good amount of damage that you wouldn't otherwise normally have access to. So that's kind of where lightning buff comes in handy. Not necessarily, again, to be something to be relied on, but it's at least something beneficial for the times when you are getting focused. I did find something good. Alrighty, and I think we'll go ahead and rest here. Good. And I guess we'll continue on. Let me see. Sure. We'll get to the next missile, and then we will do the Berserker next time, and then we will do the next invasion. So the Cathedral is pretty long. Typically it's like a 45-minute run if you do it very, very well, and you do all the enemies and stuff. But otherwise it's like this enemy, if we can get the oh, we almost got the attack there. Not quite as successful as I would have hoped, but that would have been really nice to get the plunge attack, because that is a huge damage multiplier, absolutely massive, and so that would have been really, really nice. You can also see that amount of damage come in very handy on the Queen's Knight Reborn fight when you accidentally get the change in elevation and you get a plunge attack just standing there, which is really, really cool when that happens. Okay, let's go for a Legion Punisher, why not? Okay, she's dead anyways. But Legion Punisher is a pretty good gift for enemies that are kind of at uh, short to mid-range almost, because it does have some dead zones in it, and that is really bad when you use it and all the enemies are standing in those dead zones and you don't actually get the damage out on the enemy. That can be pretty disappointing, but if it does hit with everything, man, it really does very, very well. You'll have to ignore the hammering in the background right now, if you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it, but if you can, my wife's just doing some remodeling here. I'm not exactly sure what she's doing, but okay, as we get through this part of the cathedral, it's more of just waiting around for these guys to materialize so we can smash them pretty hard. Now, when we go for the Berserker, obviously we would change to Blood Buff and Blood Weapon to make sure that we're doing blood damage instead of lightning, and we would switch this sword for the intensified version, so we would get the maximal amount of damage that we can possibly have when we're going against him, just because of the fact that he's very, very resistant to all the damage we're going to do, and also to the amount of lightning damage that we're going to do as well. But the cathedral is a pretty good place, but if you just go for lightning value or lightning damage, you really can't go wrong, except for the Berserker. Just no lightning damage on him. Just do blood, 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 and you'll do exceptionally well. For all these guys, lightning is fine. For the all the other enemies, you definitely want to do lightning for them. All the big ladies, the skinny ladies, all the golden warriors, everything through here. Lightning all the way. And here we could just drop on these guys if we wanted, but we'll just skip them for now, because there's no reason to mess around with them for the time being. And having adrenaline along for just an increase in damage just for free, basically, it really is nice to have that along for the ride, because it's just free flat 10% increase, which is fine. Oh, there we go. And then we'll go for a charge attack now. Since she's down on the ground, our pillars went way up in the air there. That was kind of weird. That's okay. And I mean, the amount of damage, I mean, you can see that the enemies don't really stand for very long. Even though we only have a couple of buffs, it's just because of the fact that it's a crush sword. Obviously, you can do this with pretty much any crush sword through here. But the difference is that we do have the charge attack version here with the Black Greatsword. So, okay, we'll call it here, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow right here in the cathedral. So we'll see you then.